Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 4. Want to know what you discovered about your superpowers? Welcome to Merge with Master Intelligence. Today, I must admit, I am real-time integrating with you. And to be perfectly honest, like a lot of you, for you, what the hell does that mean, Emily? That means that when we are here to do really big work, we clear for the collective. And yesterday was a grand activation of the third eye, which allows us to have expanded vision in our society up until now. And again, the timing is so uncanny. Please say good morning once you get here. Quantum level vision is uncultivated in our present society. It has been since we experienced the fall of the matriarchal society in ancient Egypt. This was the last time as a human collective we had access to the quantum realms, which comes through the intuition. And when that society fell, okay, that divine masculine, the divine feminine, that level of respect for intuition in society that culture had allowed them access to the quantum realms, to quantum intelligence. And when that civilization fell, so did that divine feminine energy, and that's when we experienced the shift from the matriarchal society to the patriarchal society. And it's not that they need to battle each other. In fact, they need to be in harmony with each other. And what will begin to open our eyes and re-establish our access as a modern civilization to quantum intelligence comes through cultivating the intuition. And the third eye, the vision, as a human species, we are very visual. We're actually some of the best looking ones in the bunch when it comes to the galactic beings. Really. All right, so we're going to talk about vision today. Let's actually start I invite you to gently tap on the third eye, we're going to do solar plexus, okay? Find your belly button. That's why you can see my hand move. You find the belly button, move up just a little bit. You can tap them together. You can find a rhythm, whatever feels nice to you. I want you to sit up nice and straight and begin to activate the breath, the chi energy. Because today, we are already doing it. This is a harmonic activation. It's going to connect in the third eye and solar plexus, courage, baby. To see the truth. Courage to see the truth of what is possible is so important, because until we see and know the truth of who we are, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you a visual map later of what that journey looks like. But until we truly know who we are, the amount of vision that we have is very limited. The scope is limited. Let's switch, okay? Left hand and right hand, masculine and feminine, moving different energies. Ooh, notice the difference once we shift that, right? Let me just pause for a moment. Let's just take all of our awareness inward on this. This is one of my areas of gifting, is facilitating a powerful transmission in the space of the records, the space of the field. So I want you guys to be able to feel it. Put your hands down, open up the palms. Again, this is the experience of tapping into intelligence. Okay, I'm gonna put my papers down. We'll get back to the papers in a moment. The energy is already moving. Open yourselves up. Imagine that you're breathing from the solar plexus, from the third eye. Follow your intuition here. Begin to create your own connection, your own medicine. I'm going to invite you to think about the skills. This is, by the way, you guys have seen me all week. I never put my papers down. These are the guides coming in for you right now. So you're getting a little sacred bonus today. One of the really cool things about my culture and container is this is what happens. It's like the teacher who gets inspired to do a project right when you're in the middle of learning science, and she's like, F this. See, teachers say F this. The good little grade school teachers. They don't say fuck this, which I probably will drop some F-bombs over the course of today, so don't worry. And says, let's go out and play. All right, that's what the guys are doing right now. They're making me put down all of the great shit that I prepared for you, and they want to play. And they want you to particularly tap into what you've learned this week. You've learned some breath techniques. For example, we breathed in, pulled the energy downward, rolled it like you did a somersault, like a gyroscope, moved back up. That's when you can use, that's honestly the only one that's coming to my mind. What else the hell did I teach y'all this week? Figure out something that you learned this week and begin to implement it. Play with it right now. And bring the breath, bring the awareness of the breath, the ease of the breath to these two particular centers of the body in whatever way is meaningful medicine to you. Okay, here's another idea. We've done a lot of laughing this week. Like I said, laughing is powerful, powerful medicine. Maybe you want to move the energy through the particular chakras and hear an echo of laughter. Opening up the energy, the possibility, the childlike awe. Maybe you need to tap into a feeling of peace and safety. I trust your intuition right now to guide you on how to work with what's flowing in. And then the second layer is the invitation to notice your experience. Breathing. As you notice your experience, you're moving into a higher state of consciousness. Your consciousness becoming aware of itself. So as you're breathing, as you're moving the consciousness, the breath, the life force energy, very mindfully through your solar plexus, through your third eye. Maybe there's some connection, some figure eights being connected there. Be present to your experience, play with your experience. And then notice your experience. In that space where you notice your experience, you have shifted into a higher state of being where you are the experiment becoming aware of itself. Okay. Let that land, just breathe that into the body. Try to relax the body as much as possible. When these kind of activations come in, you want to allow the body to receive it. So find whatever feels comfortable. Movement. I'll invite all of you to dance, do some movement after this. And then self-care is very, very necessary. All right, how's that feeling for you guys? First of all, let me know how that was feeling for you. Spirit's already got the energy moving and flowing in here. Okay, this is a harmonic activation. Because we focused on 2 points, we are converging energies. Playing with harmonic energies and being able to merge and to move things into a harmonic resonance is a very important skill. For those of you who have read through your how about the Grimoire of Quantum Wizardry Playbook? High Priestessy Playbook. Whatever the hell you want to call your homework, okay? If you're using that resource material and diving into the 7 Hermetic Principles, you're going to begin to see all of these things at play. I talked a little bit about ancient Egypt earlier and the divine masculine and feminine. You'll see the gender coming forward in there. You'll see, we've talked about mentalism, as above, so below, polarity. Ooh, let's dive into polarity a little bit deeper right now, because I bet you know somebody, or you may have bitched and complained about it yourself. I have not on this one. Girl Scouts honor. I have seen this shit from the beginning. I'll just tell you. Okay? a lot of people feel like we're going to hell in a handbasket. See, I told you I'd let her rip. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. All right, I'll try to wrap it up. There's no reason for extraneous cursing, Emily. All right. But assuming that hell and bullshit are not dirty words, a lot of people think that we're going to hell in a handbasket. And this is actually true in their frame of reference, in their frequency, in their dimension. And it's also bullshit. Because what we know is that, and here's some languaging that I haven't thrown in yet. It's going to activate some of you, though, because some of you are really connected to this lineage, and it has a bad connotation, so I'm not going to say its name. Okay? But Maya, the illusion. I was going to say Hinduism. I forgot. I'm not giving you guys enough credit for being the enlightened beings that you are, and realizing that there is truth everywhere. I am a bit raw and moving energy for the collective. That was them out there in the collective. That was who you all are all here to lead. Maya, the illusion. What we experience in the 3D is collapsing. And what we know from polarity is that as intense as that energy feels like we're going to hell in a handbasket, how many of you want to be a part of the flip that flips direction, that harnesses the energy of polarity? If we were doing space travel, this would be equivalent of slingshotting around the moon, maybe. I might have mixed some quantum metaphors there. Who wants to be a part of the bigger realization of the energy that can be harnessed and how drastically we can shift into a higher frequency as a collective? If that is you, please send some hearts, love, and likes across the screen. Let me know you're with me. Is this landing for you? See how the information is building here? How as we begin to have revelation in our intelligence level, because that's the real problem that the Akashic Records solves, is our ignorance. And there's a lot of intelligence to be learned, to be relearned, to be remembered. And opening up the intuition is the access point. It's going to help all of this resurface knowledge. I should say it's going to help this knowledge resurface. Metaphorically, just like our history is buried in ancient Egypt, it's buried within your cellular structure. And the key to waking it up is really very simple. You just have to raise your frequency high enough so that you can access it. Here's where the breakdown in our society is that in modern day society, we're catching up to the understanding of how important this is. And up until now, there haven't been the right kind of mystery schools available to help you cultivate the skills that you need as a visionary to drastically increase your impact, your focus, crunch your timeline, have expanded vision so that you can see and imagine and bring in what needs to be brought in. Depending on what point in linear time you're looking at it, you either need to remember it or you need to imagine what hasn't been invented here yet. Either one is fine with me. You pick whichever story works for you, okay? We've got some time travelers as well here. Maybe some of you guys were activated by that. What are you talking about, Emily? Palladians who are very connected in our starseed ancestry to Earth. You might look at them as us in the future. If any of you are dinging inside, notice your body moving. Notice any energy moving. Your consciousness right now may be focused in an aspect of yourself that is time traveling through the past and showing up in a dimension here on Earth. But your soul's divinely connected to a dimensional frequency of time and space where you have access to ancestrally, genetically, us at a 5D consciousness rate, a 5D evolutionary rate. Lots of fun different ways that we can begin to make sense of this story. Let me guys know what's landing for you, okay? All I see, honestly, are about 100 comments that say Melinda Lane's watching. Who's watching? Am I not in comment zone? Nope. Oh, when I hit that, though, I can see who's here. All right, Sherry Craig, Kathy Randall, Doreen, Gino, Scott, Jean, Annette, Al. Say hi to me when I say hi to you. Say hi. Forgive me, you might be saying hi. I definitely am having tech things happening in the field, which actually doesn't even faze me anymore because it happens often when I come live to do things. From the very first live webinar I ever did teaching the Akashic Records, oh my gosh, I got right to the point where I'm taking them into the records, which, by the way, I am so honored and excited. Get ready tomorrow. We're going to go on a sacred journey together into the space of your Akashic Records. My way. Lots of ways to go in. We've been doing kind of like the natural tap in. I'm going to take you in on a very special journey tomorrow that's full of activation, so you don't want to miss that. Okay. All right, I forgot what I was saying. Tapping into the journey, the Maya, the illusion, the 5D. I don't know. Let me just go back to the notes and we'll get on. Oh, the technology stuff doesn't surprise me. I'm going right into the peak of getting them into the records, and like my eyes are closed, and then I open my eyes and there's no power anywhere. I'm like, oh, I don't even know how long I've been off. We got a webinar with like 100 people here. Zip, gone. The whole power is gone inside of my house. Like completely blew all of the fuses in my house. First webinar ever. Oh. My set, this was back living in California. My set, because we lived in a really small 3-bedroom house with 3 children. You can do the, I don't even know what math that is. Spatial arrangement. Word problem. There you go. You just do the word problem. I have space, so I had set up in my outdoor garage, the shed. Had a big, one of those big orange extension cords, plugging everything in out there. Zapped it, shut it off. All right, so yep, all of my technology says is Melinda is watching. So I look forward to going back and checking in with the comments. Do me a favor, let's do a test. Send some love like hearts across the screen. Let me just see if I see anything. Negative. All right. So please still leave your interactions, leave your comments. It helps to anchor in the space for everyone here. I like to be better, more dynamically connected with you guys. So make sure that you're leaving your comments, your questions, and I will come back to them after this time that we're live. Okay, maybe that's just the guy saying, stick to the script, Emily. Okay. Because we do have a good next chunk to cover. And what I really meant to say when I said it was going to be 15 minutes was that it would feel like 15 minutes, but it would probably be more like 30 to 45. And I'll never say 15 minutes again. I don't know why I say that shit, man. I do know why I say that shit. But I love you too much, and there's too much information that comes in, and it's too fun to be here together. I say it because I respect your time, and I respect my time. And then I get in this space, and I'm like, fuck time. It's time to play, okay? That's my heart. Let's keep moving here. Can't read my writing. Oh, we are up-leveling, creating, and uncreating. Oh, I already told you guys that part. And most people think that we're going to hell in a handbasket, but what have we learned about polarity this week? Who wants to accept the mission? We already did the activation. All right, so let's dive in. I am going to give you guys the charts, okay? I want to do the visual maps that are very, very tangible expressions of this idea of bigger vision. Okay, here's the problem with visionaries. I've been talking about this is a relatively uncultivated skill. This is like finding new muscles that we have and needing to work out these muscles, and then needing the gym or the mystery school or the right environment, the sacred container, I call it a lot, to cultivate that. And in modern day society, it takes a really unique mix. I found that humor, entertainment, wisdom, quality time, these things, intuition, obviously going inward and holding a powerful space for introspection and non-judgment. These are the ways that I show up and create a really, really rich container so that I can offer tremendous value. I hope you're getting value out of this week. If you're getting value out of this week, even though I can't see it right now, let me know below. Because this work is so deep for me. I love it. I love giving you guys incredible value. And I want to make that value, like I said, super tangible today. And here's the thing. We're moving really fast and we're going a high level over a lot of different things. So I just want to remind you, bring those things back in to your present state of awareness, because everything that we're doing is building on each other, right? And there's only a certain amount of time that we have to work here together. Blurry today? But I see it. At least I see it. Blurry today on my end too. Yeah, I have Wi-Fi issues, but something just upgraded. Thank you guys, because now I see that. Amazing value, Anna says. Thank you very much, Anna. All right, so let's review. We've talked about the God particle, that moment of decision, right? Where you get to get curious or whether you get to get judgmental. This is a relatively limp muscle. Yes, now I can see you guys, Michelle. Thank you. Yeah, see, I respond to the feedback. I like the live crowd. I like to play with you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So I would sit here and sing off key to you guys all day, even if I didn't get the validation, but I like it. What can I say? I'm still a human showing up, working through this whole thing, okay? All right, so we talked about the God moment, the God particle, where you can find the moment of realization, choosing curiosity or judgment. This is a relatively new skill. It's a new muscle. It's limp. It needs to be exercised. It needs to be worked out so that you can trust it. Most of the time we're moving too fast through our life to slow time down enough to be able to experience that. We've talked about, we had a really powerful self-realization reframe on day one. When you begin to cultivate the awareness that you are God intelligence embodied, and just your awareness of that shining light on anything in your life, meaning your awareness, again, light, awareness, attention, focus, look at it. With the knowingness that you are master intelligence, you then don't see yourself as a victim of the problem. You see yourself as the facilitator of the solution, which is a natural part of being a human, your inheritance. It's within you. All you have to do is surrender to it. That glimpse of who we are is not something that can be fully held within the body in the amount of time that I have to spend with you guys. Not all of you guys are going to continue on. Some of you guys are. I'm excited for that. We'll talk about the refusal of the call. So I want to give you as much as I can while we're here. I've given you framework and pieces. It's like we're building, we're architects and we've got blueprints. But that's all that we can really dive into. Are you back? I was just sitting here, I'm like, oh, we're gonna have to re-record this one? Maybe. I told you guys there's lots of energy popping off in the field. Ooh! All right, nice, we're back. So, because not all of you are at a space where continuing is going to make sense, you're going to know by the end of this if it's for you or not. I want to make sure that we're getting as much potency out of this time together as possible, okay? So, you've got the reframe of how to remember. Are we back? This is not for you. It's for technology. Maybe I need to surrender to it. All right, so here's the deal. I obviously love teaching for you guys, and this frustrates me, and I don't want to continue jumping back and forth, and I know it frustrates you too. And like I said, time is important. So I think here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call this shit for today. Because I want to be able to show up, like I said, I like to create a very high level of container for all of us, and this isn't it. So, we shall chuck it in the fuck it bucket. Day 4. Yep, keep pausing. So we're going to chuck it in the fuck it bucket. I am going to, I'm expecting new Wi-Fi coming in tomorrow. I love you tomorrow. You're only a day away. It should pause now. I'm singing. Okay. I'm going to figure out exactly what the reframe is going to look like. Maybe we will do, I don't know what we're going to do yet. I don't want to say goodbye yet. And I got more than I can teach you in a 15/45 minute window portal for tomorrow, for Friday. So let me figure out exactly. Yeah, it's so much energy coming in, Kathy. You're right. It's bigger than I thought. It's bigger than I thought. I think that really just sums it up. It's bigger than I thought. All right, watching real time how it happens. So is your vision.